I was watching Beyonce's early career, not by choice. It was just in your face, like it was in the building, like so it was right there. And then with Destiny's Child in the early stages, you see, yeah, it's a group, it's a thing. And then when she blossoms out of it, it turns into something that's even crazier. Like you don't miss the two other females being there with the record.
It looks like all the single ladies are staying home as Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour, it is struggling to sell out.
50 shared this TMZ headline reporting that ticket sales for Beyonce's new Cowboy Carter tour have stalled. Now, the tour kicked off in LA on Monday, and shockingly, tickets dipped to as low as $57. So the question is, why isn't the BeyHive settling?
And it's not selling in the States or in London. And so you're just kind of wondering, you know, A, what's going on? And B, is she going to end up like Justin Timberlake singing to 11,000 fans at the very end of his tour in a 60,000 seat arena?
When Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those fucking trophies, trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man.
Yes. Beyonce's out of touch, okay? People are fighting for their lives, they're getting deported, they're losing their jobs. We have better things to do, Beyonce, than make you rich. And we're also in debt from your last concert. Can we just say that you just had?
So Beyonce jumped down on you.
She jumped down. Oh, she was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped down, she was like, oh. And I'm like, wait, what is she doing?
All right, let's dive right into the chaos because surprise, surprise, 50 Cent is back at it again, and this time he's got Beyonce in his sights. When is he not taking aim at someone? Word on the street is her Cowboy Carter tour isn't living up to the hype, and 50 is wasting no time throwing heavy shade. He's straight up roasting her for struggling to fill arenas. Just months ago, fans were coughing up as much as $800 for pre-sale tickets in LA. Now, you can grab one for just 57 hours before showtime. That's insane.
Ticket prices for Beyonce's highly anticipated Cowboy Carter tour are dropping like a lot. Just months ago, a fan could expect to spend up to $800 for a pre-sale ticket to the opening night in the tour in Los Angeles. But hours before the concert, tickets had dipped to as low as $57.
And nope, 50 didn't stop at Beyonce. He's dragging Jay-Z into the mess too, accusing him of hiding behind Bey's spotlight while the heat closes in, especially with all the whispers linking him to the Diddy situation. With Diddy's trial heating up fast, things are spiraling.
So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades. Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
Now, the Cowboy Carter tour has technically started, but fans are saying the vibes are off. Empty seats, nosebleeds going for $20, and even the VIP sections looking untouched. People are pointing out that Bey's energy doesn't feel the same. Like she's just powering through, not bringing that signature fire. And even though the Hive is doing damage control, the internet isn't blind. Social media is full of pics showing half-empty venues, and it's sparking major questions. Is this just a rare misstep from Queen Bey? Or is something way deeper happening behind the scenes? And here's where it gets juicier. 50 just dropped a cryptic post throwing serious shade at Bey. He's not just going after the music now, he's hinting there's chaos going on backstage. Rumor has it that Carters are scrambling to keep their image squeaky clean while freaking out behind the scenes. Why? Because Jay-Z's name is reportedly tied up in one of those wild lawsuits connected to Diddy. One of Diddy's accusers even claimed Jay was in the room during a disturbing incident when she was just 13. The case got thrown out on a technicality, but she's back now with new documents and stronger than ever. And just when you think it couldn't go any further, boom! Her lawyer now claims Jay-Z tried to silence her by allegedly sending private investigators to her house without legal representation. That's not just shady, that's serious.
To a new twist in a high-profile lawsuit accusing rapper Jay-Z of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 alongside Sean Diddy Combs. The lawsuit, originally filed in October, was refiled today to include Jay-Z as a defendant. The anonymous accuser claims the assault occurred at an MTV Video Music Awards after party. Jay-Z has denied the allegations in a statement on Roc Nation's Instagram, calling the accusations heinous and urging a criminal complaint be filed instead of a civil one. He also criticized the attorney behind the lawsuit, Tony Busby, accusing him of exploiting the case for personal gain.
Now this right here, this is next level serious. 50 Cent is not letting a single thing slide. He's going all in on Jay-Z, accusing him of hiding behind Beyonce's fame while the pressure keeps piling up. And now the whispers are getting louder. People are starting to say maybe the Cowboy Carter tour flopping ain't really about country music at all. Maybe it's about those dirty secrets folks have been trying to brush under the rug. From night one in Inglewood, fans have been talking. Empty seats, weird energy, something just feels off. So here's the big question. Are people skipping Beyonce's tour because of overpriced tickets and the country vibe? Or are they finally seeing the connection between the Carters and Diddy's mess? Is 50 exposing something real, or is this just another attention grab? But 50 ain't alone in this anymore. Kanye West just jumped headfirst into the fire and things instantly got way more explosive. Kanye lit up X with a wild string of posts coming straight for both Jay-Z and Beyonce. And he didn't tiptoe, he said it loud and clear. The only reason they're so untouchable is because of their deep ties with powerful players behind the curtain. He dropped loaded lines that had the internet in a frenzy for hours. With Jane Doe standing firm, 50 fanning the flames, and yet throwing gasoline on the situation, this whole thing just hit another gear. And then came the post that had everyone's jaws on the floor. Kanye wrote, "I call celebrities the F word, but I know they got no other choice than to explicit Jewish deeds just to stay rich, famous, or out of prison." First, the post got flagged instantly, but not before it set off a storm of backlash. And he didn't stop there. Right after that, a leaked phone call between him and Diddy hit the net. Diddy was venting hard, talking about how he always held his celebi. Friends down when they were in hot water, but now that he's under fire, crickets! He said, "I always spoke up for everybody, and you know I ain't bitter." But fans caught the shade. They're convinced he was talking directly about Jay's Let's Not Forget Jay, and Diddy were once tight. Diddy even called Jay. His strategist said he was the first call when things got rough. But now, radio silence, no comments, no defense, just poof, gone. It's like Jay-Z and Beyonce dipped the second Diddy's name got messy. And when Jay's name popped up in Jane Doe's lawsuit, his high-profile lawyer Alex Spiro came out swinging, saying Jay and Diddy weren't even friends. Like, seriously? After all that history, that hit fans hard. The internet's not dumb. People are side-eyeing Jay like, wow, you really ghosted him? Especially with all the old rumors that Diddy might have helped Jay bury some of his own. Skeletons. This silence? It's speaking volumes. And if that wasn't creepy enough, people are revisiting the dark cloud around the Kathy White case, the actress who was allegedly linked to Jay-Z and died under mysterious circumstances. Word is she was ready to come forward with some serious dirt, but she never got the chance. And guess who's been accused of helping clean up that mess? Yep, according to Jaguar Wright, it was Diddy. She even claims there's a tape showing what really went down. That's straight up chilling.
Beyonce is losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say so?
I mean, probably not, considering she's gonna be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there.
Now here's the twist that's got everyone seriously creeped out. Just one day after Kanye West publicly co-signed those wild claims and took direct shots at the Carters, boom, he suddenly suffers a bizarre mental breakdown. And where? At the home of his former trainer, Harley Pasternak. Next thing you know, years hit with a psychiatric hold. Coincidence? A lot of folks aren't buying it. Let's spin it back to 50 Cent for a second, because he's been locked in on Jay-Z since back in March 2024, when Homeland Security raided Diddy's homes. While the rest of the industry went dead silent, 50 jumped straight into the fire. He hit IG instantly, trolling hard, posting a photoshopped milk carton with Jay-Z's face on it like he'd gone missing, captioned, "Anybody seen Jay? Savage!" Puff even said Jay stopped answering his calls. But 50 didn't stop there. He followed up with another post. Jay-Z smiling and waving on a red carpet. The caption? Here is Jay-Z, full on troll mode. And then came the real jab. Last seen waving at Puffy's jet. Brutal. It's not just jokes. 50's making it clear that Jay-Z's silence is saying more than words ever could. And people aren't ignoring it anymore. Then things went up another notch when 50's longtime right-hand man Tony Yayo jumped into the convo on Vlad TV, and he didn't hold back. Yayo called it like it is, saying it's wild how Jay-Z's now pretending he was never close with Diddy when the truth is they were tight for years. The receipts? All over the internet. Meanwhile, the BeyHive's in full defense mode, calling 50 a troll who's just obsessed with dragging the Carters because of his long-standing beef with Jay. But not everyone's buying that narrative. Some are saying the Carters didn't accidentally get caught in Diddy's mess. They were in it deep for a long time. Let's be real, there's a mountain of receipts. Jay-Z and Beyonce weren't just casually connected to Diddy, they partied together, took vacations, showed up at private events, way more than just business associates. One rapper even said the first time he ever met Beyonce was at Diddy's house. That alone speaks volumes. And now things have gotten even darker. Just last month, another accuser came forward with a chilling story, and this time, Beyonce's name came up. According to a lawsuit filed by Joseph Manza, he was drugged and assaulted at a Diddy-hosted party back in 2015. And Beyonce was allegedly there. The event was supposed to be a birthday bash for Christian Combs in Miami, but according to the lawsuit, it turned into something terrifying. The party took place at the home of music legends Gloria and Emilio Estefan. Manza says Gloria tried to intervene when she sensed something was off, but Emilio allegedly shut it down fast. And then it gets seriously disturbing. The suit claims once Manza was completely out of it, he was taken through a secret tunnel. That led straight to Diddy's mansion. The person who supposedly escorted him? Still a mystery, but people want answers. Former adult film star Adria English has also been connected to the case. Now, the big question on everyone's mind, did Jay and Bey really have no idea what was going on at these events? Or did they look the other way? This is where the nightmare intensifies. According to Manza's court filing, as he slowly started to regain consciousness, he realized he was in a room with none other than Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's what he claims. What happened next? Straight out of a horror script. Manza says Beyonce looked at him and asked, "Why is there a half-naked white man lying there with an adult toy strapped to his face?" The chilling response, it's punishment. Diddy wants him to see what we do to snitches. That's beyond disturbing, and it gets even darker. Manza says Diddy then ordered him to be humiliated in front of celebrity guests, allegedly stripped, forced into a thong, and had a black leather mask shoved over his head, sealed shut with a zipper, and fitted with a locked adult device stuck in his mouth. These claims are graphic, horrifying, and impossible to ignore. And now, all eyes are back on the Carters. What did they know? And why hasn't there been a single denial from Beyonce's team? The details are beyond disturbing, graphic, twisted, and deeply unsettling. Joseph describes what happened next as a humiliating, non-consensual act, part of what he calls a sick freak-off hosted by Diddy himself. And now, once again, the spotlight is burning hot on Jay-Z and Beyonce. How did they respond to all this? Here's where it gets extra shady. Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, didn't waste a second before stepping in. He quickly claimed Jay wasn't even in Miami when the party happened. But here's the catch. Not a single word about Beyonce. No statement, no denial, just silence. And that silence? It's got fans whispering hard. If Jay's team could instantly jump to his defense, why didn't anyone say anything for Bey? Especially since her name was called out directly in the lawsuit as a witness. Now, the rumors are getting louder and the questions are cutting deeper. Are the Carters really the picture-perfect power couple they sell to the world? Or is Jay-Z just hiding behind Beyonce's clean image while he ducks for cover? Fans are starting to think Jay's staying quiet on purpose, letting Beyonce soak up the spotlight while he moves in silence, untouched. And here's the twist some insiders are saying it's Jay-Z himself who's pushing Beyonce to keep grinding on. The road. That this whole Cowboy Carter tour might not be just about music, but about distraction. The timing feels way too convenient. Diddy's legal world is falling apart. Jay-Z's name keeps getting dragged into lawsuits, and suddenly Beyonce's out on tour again. People are asking, is this tour just smoke and mirrors to pull focus away from the chaos surrounding Jay? Jaguar Wright even came forward saying the BeyHive needs to launch a free Beyonce movement just like that of Free Britney. She's claiming Jay is allegedly feeding her substances and forcing her to keep performing, not for the fans but to shield him. And just when you thought the drama couldn't go any further, boom, 50 Cent jumps back in and throws more gas on the fire, clearly enjoying every second. This thing is spiraling deeper than anyone expected. Industry insiders are now saying a major exec might be running interference behind the scenes, doing damage control to keep the Carters untouchable. The whispers that powerful people in music, media, and even law enforcement are making calls and burying stories before they spread. And guess who's been named as the one pulling those strings? None other than Lucian Grange, the Universal Music boss, who's been connected to both Diddy and the Carters for years. People online are doing their own investigations, digging through timelines, leaked photos, guest lists, and they're seeing a pattern. The same faces popping up at VIP events, fundraisers, after parties, and suddenly this whole thing is starting to look way bigger than anyone imagined. The fans? They're not just suspicious, they're wide awake now. Beyonce's camp might be dropping picture-perfect Instagram posts, rehearsals, outfits, dates like nothing's wrong. But the comments are flooded with questions. Were you at that party? Why haven't you addressed the lawsuit as Jay running the show behind the scenes? They can delete comments, but the internet doesn't forget. And let's not forget 50 Cent, the undisputed king of trolling. He just dropped a meme showing Beyonce and Jay-Z as puppets being controlled by a shadowy hand. Caption, who's really pulling the strings? Fans are loving it. It's viral already. At this point, Cowboy Carter isn't just a tour, it's the stage for something way bigger. This isn't about sold out shows anymore. This is about secrets, silence, and a spotlight that's exposing way more than choreography and vocals. The curtain's lifting and the audience is watching everything. Cent's not backing down either. He just said flat out Jay-Z treats his marriage like a PR move. According to 50, Jay's been using Beyonce's fame, her loyalty, and her massive fan base as a shield, keeping her up front while he plays puppet master behind the scenes. That's a serious claim, and now even longtime fans are starting to question everything they thought they knew. So now it's your turn. What do you think is really going on with the Cowboy Carter tour? Is this just a rare misstep for Queen Bey? Or is something way deeper unraveling behind the glam and glitter? Is 50 Cent actually exposing the truth that Jay-Z's using Beyonce to deflect heat from the Diddy mess? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're watching, everyone. Don't hold back, because the internet is talking, and the truth, it might be hiding right in plain sight. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a twist in the madness. Tag a friend who's been locked into this drama from day one. They need to see this. And hit that bell, because we've got more receipts on the way. This has been Celebrity Scandal Files, where the scandals stay hot and the stories never sleep. Catch you in the next one.